I'd rather watch a good boxing match or college wrestling. Now, I enjoy Lehigh and Penn State. Any college wrestling I enjoy, but professional, no.
I think it's a lot of fun, and it's mostly the guys are in great shape, and it takes a great acrobat to do it. And some of the stuff is real, some of the stuff is a lot of showmanship, but when you watch that, it's mostly for entertainment. You watch some of these other sports, and it's more, you think it's more fixed than anything. With wrestling, you go there for the entertainment, and that's what you see. There's nothing to expect more than that. And as far as champions, you know, well, Backlund, he's a good champ. He was a good wrestler. And some of the matches, he really did nice wrestling. And I'll grant you there's a lot of showmanship in it, but it's for entertainment. And that's what, I like it. I watch it a lot.
It's your turn, Lehigh Valley.
It's your turn, Lehigh Valley.
It's your turn, Lehigh Valley.
Good evening. When you think American, apple pie, and mom, what else do you think of? Well, if you're like most Americans, whether you admit it or not, you probably think about professional wrestling. It's been around nearly as long as the others, with about as many fans. WOR television in New York tells me that its weekly air of pro wrestling is fantastically popular. And when the airtime was changed from 11 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Saturdays, millions of New Yorkers set their alarms an hour earlier. And a lot of those viewers, said my source, wouldn't get up for an earthquake. Likewise, say the folks at the USA Cable Network. Pro wrestling is absolutely our #1 show, they tell me. Keep in mind, you can also see NHL hockey and Major League Baseball on the USA Network. One man in Hawaii calls every month just to make sure he keeps abreast of the wrestling schedule, said the network. Both TV operations say that there are definitely two audiences for the shows. One is the openly enthusiastic fan. The other is a sheepish executive group whose members don't want to admit they watch, but wouldn't miss a show. Why is pro wrestling so popular? We'll talk about that tonight, of course, along with our guests and audience. But that's about as routine as we're going to be tonight. In addition to tonight's wrestlers themselves, who are nothing short of media superstars, we have a personality in his own right, who I'll be talking to in a minute, Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is, of course, the voice of professional wrestling. How long have you been the voice of professional wrestling?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years, okay. Do you watch? I mean, are you a fan? Do you consider yourself a fan?
I consider myself probably the greatest fan ever.
Why do you like it so much?
Well, there's so many different reasons, I guess, really to like professional wrestling. And some reasons to dislike it as well, I would suspect. Given the cast of individuals that are perhaps the most charismatic in any sport today, there's so many reasons to associate or disassociate yourself with various individuals. That plus the extraordinary athletic skill, in addition to the charisma that these individuals possess, to me, is really one of the reasons why I watch so much and why I'm so much of a fan. I'm somewhat of a has-been athlete myself, and some of the extraordinary physical feats that these people do, I mean, it defies almost all laws of logic.
But there are those who say, you know, come on, it just isn't for real. What do you say to them?
Well, I don't know. I think that in professional wrestling, or I can at least say in the World Wrestling Federation, which I think is to professional wrestling what the NFL is to football. But in the World Wrestling Federation, there's no doubt that, generally speaking, there always has been a certain mystique about professional wrestling. And I think that's one of the alluring qualities as well. Whether or not something is actual or not, a matter of some conjecture. I think perhaps that that the individual that you interviewed, or whomever interviewed that individual earlier on, was talking about the entertainment aspect of professional wrestling, perhaps was closer to more of the real reasons why people watch, because they want to be entertained. And professional wrestling was a harbinger of modern-day sport in that regard. After Gorgeous George and things of that nature in professional wrestling, then you have Billy White Shoes Johnson and O.J. Simpson and people like that, and Dr. J and whatever it may be, whereby people go, producers and team owners go to great lengths to find these extraordinary athletes that also have charismatic qualities. And that's what the producers of professional wrestling have been doing for many years.
Is it the charisma, then, that is the real mark of a successful wrestler, in your opinion?
No, not necessarily. It depends on the individual wrestler. Again, there's so many different reasons why people enjoy professional wrestling. As many different reasons as we have people here or people that watch by the millions on television.
Do you have to like the wrestler to want to watch him? No? No.
I don't think
Can
so.
you like to hate him? That's good, too?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Like me.
Do you like him?
No. That's a mess.
Okay. I'd say it's an even mix. Okay. The Lip is here. Now, the Lip is a retired Globe Times columnist who covered pro wrestling rather extensively. Why do you think pro wrestling is so popular?
It's entertaining for the people. Like Vince said, it's full of personalities. Not like Sergeant Slaughter.
You like Sergeant Slaughter? Okay, in a minute. Now, you covered pro wrestling as sport. Do you consider it totally sport, or is there entertainment in it as well?
It's a little of both. You combine sports with personality, and it's like entertaining. And
when you wrote columns and would criticize someone or say something, did you get a lot of feedback from people?
Yeah, a couple guys in Allentown would always write in and comment on the pictures they saw, or whether I liked Freddie Blassie or or anything like.
You don't, do you?
Well, he's all right. I mean, he's rich. You gotta like money.
Gotta like rich?
I don't make any money at the Globe Times,
Okay. You are at the present time retired.
Yes, the Lip has been retired by.
But am I to understand that you are coming out of retirement just this occasion?
Yes, this has really got me all up in arms.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll have something interesting for you to write about. What kind of, we talk about he's rich or he's colorful or she. You have, there are women wrestlers that you.
There are.
Yes, there are. Which I'll talk to you about later. What kind of an income does a really good top star wrestler make? They talk about all their money, but how much do they really make?
It really varies a great deal with the individual and how often they want to have matches. They pretty much manage themselves, generally speaking, although notwithstanding Freddie Blassie and Lou Albano and some others that attempt to manage various talents. Wrestlers, generally speaking, are known as independent contractors as such. They're not necessarily team members. So, therefore, if they want to wrestle every other night, and if they're physically capable of wrestling every other night, they can make extraordinary sums of income.
Like what?
Well, I hope the IRS is not listening, but, someone like Hulk Hogan, it will not be uncommon for Mr. Hogan, who's the current World Wrestling Federation champion, I would say in the neighborhood of $700,000 per year. Then again, it runs the entire gamut because most wrestlers are not Hulk Hogan. There's only one in the world, and there's only one Andre the Giant in the entire world. Then again, you take a look at all of the, wrestlers who are like, perhaps you recall a name like Frank Williams.
I think they recall the name.
Frank may have his fans here. Unfortunately, Frank doesn't go to the bank that often. So, Frank doesn't do all that well. I mean, so it's from A to Z type of a situation, really.
So they're really on the road a lot.
On the road a lot.
How do they stay in such good shape? I mean, do they work out in the towns that they're?
Constant, yes. As a matter of fact, they'll have. Each little town or city, Chicago may mean Gold's Gym or something. New York may be Mid-City Gym and whatever, and they all have a routine that they go through, and they're there at a certain time, and they're expected to be there and whatever, and they have to maintain a certain regimen of training, otherwise they wouldn't be able to do what it is they do.
Okay. I can sense that this group is kind of eager to get on with it and talk with some of the other people. Is that correct? And talk with one last question. Who would you say is really the most? Could you say there's a most popular right now? I know Hulk Hogan is the champion, but who's the real favorite?
Frank Williams.
No, who's? Because but who?
I don't know. Really, I'd say because he is champion, perhaps Hulk. But then again, maybe it's Andre, maybe it's Superfly Snuka. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's Sergeant Slaughter.
What about Sergeant Slaughter? Oh, Tito.
Tito Santana. I mean, let's hear it for Tito.
Okay, Roddy. All right. Okay.